Hello, welcome to Kate's Egg. Today is very exciting because I am in the tandem truck again and we are hauling grain to the elevator. So I'm getting a little bit better and hopefully it's not quite as scary for my dad as it usually is when he comes for rides with me. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Now I'm inside the tractor and I will be starting the PTO and bringing the RPM up so that the grain goes into the truck when my dad gives me the A-OK. He's talking to Darcy right now. Now Dad is backing up to where the grain vac is going to load first. So I engage the PTO, as you can see here. And now I'm going to bring the RPMs up slowly. Now that they're all the way up and you can see the PTO is running, here's what it looks like running, and then there's the wheat coming out. Now my dad backed the truck up a little bit to start filling this portion of the tandem because, as you can see, there's a grain pile in this part. We do a really small third pile, so you can see we have two big piles and then just a partial third one. And that fills our truck to legal weight to drive on the roads. We've got a sprayer coming up, and that takes up the whole road, so I'm not sure. Not the sprayer. Just passed the sprayer and made it by safely. He pulled halfway off the road for us, so that was very nice. We are headed to United Grain, the grain elevator in Conrad, to sell our winter wheat. And I actually did a video of that grain elevator if you're more interested in learning about the process farmers go through to sell their wheat and what that looks like. It's a breezy day here in Montana. It would be very windy for most other states, but pretty typical for here. Now I've engaged cruise control, which is a very nice feature we have on these trucks. This is the first semi truck that I learned how to drive in. Well, actually it's not a semi, it's a tandem, but that was a very fun experience, and it's so interesting to be driving the same tandem truck again, but much better with a little bit more of an idea of how to drive it properly. I've also driven semi-trucks now, so I think that makes going back to the tandem a little bit easier. I think it was around maybe a year ago that I first learned how to drive this, right, Dad? So it's crazy to see how far I've come. Not quite ready to drive by myself, but maybe a little bit better than when I started. I've also gotten a lot better at doing the tarp, which is really interesting. Wouldn't you say, Dad? I remember my first tarp, Darcy and our other employee had to help me just untarp it. Or no, had to help me tarp it, but now I'm able to do it by myself for the most part. Was this also the same truck I stalled out at the elevator in Sunburst?
Yes.
So
I don't want you to stall it out. You know how it is.
Yeah, so lots of memories in this truck for sure. So I'm going to try my very best to not stall it out, and I think that would make it a very successful trip.
Okay, do you remember what goes on up here, Kate?
Yeah, I'll shut my cruise control off at the top of the hill.
Right.
I'm in 10th gear right now, which this is an auto shift truck, so I don't have to manually shift it, which is really nice. About now.
Now, just let it go over the top. Start putting a little brake on it and slow it down, almost pretty slow before we get to there. More easy. I want you to drift left a little bit. Look up there, way up there.
No one's coming.
Okay. Start your turn. Turn.
Now I have cruise control engaged again. Hopefully.
We're going to shut that off before the river.
Yes, before the big hill so we don't take off like a rocket with our loaded semi. trucks mostly run in 10th gear.
On the highway.
Yeah.
The gears are really low, Kate. You can be driving around at 35 at 7th or 8th.
Oh, wow. Oh,
10.
wow. A lot of tin.
Yeah.
Don't want to run over that. Water temperature's good. Oil's good. Air's good. What's trans stand for?
Transmission temperature.
So the transmission temperature is 100 degrees Fahrenheit? I'll have a semi passing me in a second.
Okay, we can stay in your lane.
Got half a tank of fuel.
Turn your cruise off again. How fast are you going?
65.
Just keep reading me a speed every now. What are you now?
Just 64.
Don't drive off the road.
I know.
Don't stare at the instruments.
Right.
Okay, now let it go. Just let it run. How fast? Read these
70. Uh, 60.
How far back is it? Oh, you pulled back in behind you.
Yeah, pretty far back.
Start looking down that other road and down this other road so you don't be tight on your corner.
I don't see anyone.
Okay, go. Just hold the same speed. Don't try and accelerate and make it shift because it can't shift. It's gonna keep kind of. You don't want it to go too much faster.
We have to turn off up here too.
Okay, it starts slowing down a little bit. Okay, you got. If I were you, I'd just let this guy go because he probably ain't gonna let you go. You got your blinker on?
Yeah. Clutch?
Yeah. Keep going, keep going.
So take the clutch out?
Yes. Tap on the throttle and stop. You just can't cut the corner and run into him. You gotta square him now. Turn. Turn. Just don't turn very sharp. Anyway.
I don't know. Pull up a bit. Clutch brake. About now.
Yeah. Start braking. Easy now. Easy. Now what? No.
Neutral?
Yes. Now that other thing. Grab your gloves, quick. Let's put this down. Check to make sure you're in neutral before you let the clutch out. Remember, you're always facing the way you're moving the tarp, rolling. Let it down. You're on the wrong side. Okay, it rolls better when the arm's higher. Walk with the roll. Don't get ahead of it or behind it. Higher is easier.
I'm as high as it'll go.
Okay, now you're ahead of it. It ain't gonna roll very good. Get your arm up. Okay, now walk it down into that thing and hook it. That'll work, yeah. Lift that thing up. Okay, back to your truck. Let's go.